This year, an Indian realty major made an announcement. Its latest luxury residential project was ready. It was located in Gurugram in India's national capital region. The project opened for pre-sale and within 72 hours, it was sold out. We are talking about 1,113 luxury flats valued at 7,200 crore rupees, all lapped up in just 3 days. In India, buying a house is a big deal. A social rite of passage, an emotional experience, and a guarantee of financial security. There's also a lot of sentimental value attached. But is this sentiment alone driving India's real estate market, or are there other forces at play? 2023 was a bumper year for Indian real estate. Will 2024 be bigger and better? That's what we'll discuss tonight. Hello and welcome. I'm Palki Sharma, and this is Between the Lines. Our story begins with India's independence. Here was a nation that had been looted and plundered for centuries, now free of occupiers, trying to rebuild itself. So the focus was on accessibility, not luxury, aka public housing projects. The government launched many of them all over the country. Then came the land reforms of the 50s and 60s. Land was redistributed. The next big shift came in the 1980s. That's when private housing entered the market. And with liberalization in the 1990s, it grew further. Large-scale projects came up, your IT parks, shopping malls, big budget housing. Cut to 2024, India's real estate market is among the fastest growing in the world. And it's evident. If you live in an Indian metro city, go out and look around. The cultures may be different, the language may be different, the food habits may be different, but there's one thing you'll find everywhere. Skyscrapers and cranes. The droning noise of construction is deafening. But it's also defining every major Indian city. In 2023, India's real estate market was worth around $265 billion. By 2030, it will be worth $1 trillion, and by 2047, $5.8 trillion. That is the projection. Imagine that. A 12-fold rise between 2023 and 2047, which means a lot will change. Currently, real estate contributes to 7% of India's GDP. It employs over 50 million people. Cement, steel, glass, all of these industries depend on real estate. By 2047, it could make up for more than 15% of the country's GDP. It will be a mammoth sector. And the trends are clear. In 2022, homes worth 3.27 lakh crore rupees were sold. The next year, it went up to 4.5 lakh crores. That's a 38% rise in just 1 year. So the demand is strong. But where are these people investing? India has 7 top residential markets: Mumbai, Delhi NCR, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, and Pune. Essentially, the country's biggest cities. And last year, these cities sold a lot of houses, more than 4,76,000 units in 1 year, a 31% increase since 2022. So what's driving this surge? A lot of factors, but the biggest one is India's economy. It is shining in an otherwise gloomy global picture. Growth has been stable, the fundamentals are strong. India's central bank has not hiked interest rates. All of this has driven up demand. Plus, with the economy, India's middle class is also rising. They're earning more, they have more disposable income, and they're investing in real estate. The government supports this. It wants real estate to boom. So it's offering incentives. There are tax reductions, subsidies for buyers, and schemes for affordable housing. But it's not just affordable that Indian buyers are seeking. A lot of them also want luxury, premium properties. Now, first things first, what defines luxury real estate in India? It's typically anything priced over 1.5 crore rupees. If you're in Mumbai, it's anything above 2.5 crores. That's luxury. These properties have a few defining factors. They're in prime neighborhoods. They have amenities. There's top-notch infrastructure, state-of-the-art fitness centers, infinity pools, rooftop lounges, concierge services, shopping centers. It's this attention to detail that makes them appealing. And the rich want them. In the first 6 months of 2023, the sale of luxury homes jumped by 130%. It was 3,000 units in 2022, 6,900 units in 2023. That's a 130% rise. Then there's ultra luxury homes. That's real estate priced at over 40 crore rupees. Last year, sales for that rose by 200%. Almost 600 such homes were sold in India's top 7 cities. The numbers may sound too good to be true, but it's not happening out of the blue. There have been signs, and one of them is India's rising affluent demographic. By 2027, the number of millionaires in the country is set to increase by 69%. Then there are the ultra-high net worth individuals, people with a net worth of $30 million and more. In the next 3 years, India will have at least 19,000 ultra-high net worth individuals. They want affluent lifestyles. And the first thing they want is luxury real estate. And it's not just housing that's picking up. There's demand for other segments as well. I'm talking about your office spaces, co-working spaces, malls. All of them have seen an uptick in sales. Also industrial spaces, your warehouses, dark stores. Demand for those is also rising. Growing e-commerce businesses are fueling it, and investors are tracking this surge, including foreign investors. They want to invest in India's real estate. In the first half of 2023, more than $4 billion flowed into India. This was in the form of private credit, and half of it went to real estate. So foreign investors want to invest here, and they're dumping China for it. China's property market is going through a slump, debt is piling, companies are shutting shop, and the middle class is battered. Foreign investors, or any investors for that matter, do not like such volatility, so they're turning to India. Here they get a growing economy, a favorable demographic, and a stable government. It's almost an easy choice, and it's working out in India's favor. So to sum it up, more people are buying houses, more houses are being built, foreign money is pouring it, and it all looks very good. But no success story is without challenges, and India's real estate story has its own share of challenges. The first is the cost of land. It is rising across the country. India is now the 14th priciest residential real estate market globally, which means affordable solutions are few and far between. It's not like everyone can afford a 1.5 crore rupee house. Then there are bureaucratic processes. You find an affordable plot of land, you want to buy it, but you'll have to jump through hoops. The red tape can be daunting. Plus, there are legal challenges. 16% of all properties are embroiled in some or the other legal case. And then there's the issue of loans. Most buyers cannot pay for the full price of their house, so they take loans. It's a tedious process, especially when you don't know when you'll get possession of your property. It can often take years. Builders can go bust. Buildings can be left under construction. And all the while, you pay high interest rates and property taxes. So there's a lot to discourage people, a lot that needs to be fixed. Having said that, the sentiment still remains positive. Real estate is booming in India, and it's expected to continue to grow in the years to come. It's also a reflection of India's journey, of a country where dreams are built and realized one brick at a time.